Well, they're still a very potent offensive team with Harden. I mean, anytime he's on the floor, he can go off. They're a lot like us as far as they play a lot in drags, a lot in flow, a lot of multiple pick and roll situations, but the ball usually ends up in his hands. So we got to have four other guys locked in on him, guarding him when he has the ball, and that's going to be a huge key. I thought last year our game here, we did a much better job of that than we did down there. They spanked us pretty good at their place. But again, we got to continue to get better. We got to continue to have a defensive focus. I don't know what's in the water right now, but everybody's shooting the basketball really well. It's not like guys are slacking or anything or just not giving an effort. It's just attention to detail and doing a few little things that will help us defensively and make it harder for him to make a shot. A guy last night, Lillard was hot as you know what. So again, there's going to be nights like that, but we just got to do what we can to make some of those possessions harder.
Is this Houston team an example that you can use for your team to show them how fragile success in this league is? Because last year they're looking at the conference final, and this year they're still looking for answers.
This league is success in this league is fragile. Now, you shouldn't trust it. You should work every day to be better, work every day to win every possession, every game, because it is fragile and it's fleeting. We may not be in this situation again, so we've got to cherish it, enjoy it, work to get better at it, and not look at it as work and drudgery, because this time of year is tough on everybody, and we've got to look at it in a positive way, a positive light. Use it like these guys here are doing, staying after practice, working on their craft, and get better and enjoy the moment.
What kind of luxury has it been to have two players at the center position in JV and Biz, who are not only effective players, but very different in that they both kind of have different strengths and help you on both sides in different ways?
There's no question, John. It's a great luxury. We're very fortunate to have a guy like Bismack. He didn't have one of his better defensive games last night, but he has been on time, on target for us. Lucas has really improved defensively, and now we got JT as another big to come in and spell us. But the improvement of Jonas has gotten much better defensively. Again, neither one of them can be satisfied with their defensive play, and can get better. But it is a great luxury that both of them give you different things. You got JV in that can make free throws at the end. You got an elite defender in Bismack. You can have him in at the end of the game and kind of tag team. But the most important thing, Josh, both men understand their roles, what they mean to the team, and have accepted their roles. And that's a lot of guys know their roles, but they don't wholeheartedly and pure-heartedly accept it. But JV and Biz have totally accepted their role and bought into where their lot is with our team.
You mentioned it there. JV's been better defensively. He's talking a little bit more, and Biz seems like he's been a little bit more comfortable, looked a little bit more comfortable offensively since the beginning of the season. Do you think they're sort of, even though they don't play together, do you think they sort of learn from each other?
Yeah, they do, especially the communication part of it. I think Biz's go-to play is still the offensive boards. He can knock down those little elbow jump shots, but he's not going to have a lot of plays run for him. JV is taking advantage of the play calls for himself, very comfortable. But again, I think they've learned from each other, especially on the defensive end. Jonas has learned from Biz, his communication skills, when to call it, his timing of when to come, when to help, when not to help. Jonas has gotten much better at that. And not worried about getting a defensive 3-second call. He's gotten smarter with that. So he's learned a lot from Biz, and I think Biz has learned from him also.
What do you think of Norm's D approach? Would you like to see some of the other guys maybe see what he's doing there and get back to that focus?
Well, I don't know. I thought Norm did a good job with what he had. He made some huge mistakes last night also. I think all of us, I don't think it's a lack of hustle. I think, it may be attention to a few details, but I don't think it's a lack of not playing hard. It's just, attention to detail, my foot positions, the angles of our closeouts, all the little things that kind of you take for granted. They kind of, you kind of get caught in the malaise a little bit that we've got to continue to do and not just wait till crucial moments to do them, but do it when you have a 14-point lead with 3 minutes to go in the third quarter. those are the times where we kind of take for granted possessions, whether it's our closeout angles, our blockouts, or making sure nobody's coming on the offensive board.
Damari, is there any update on Damari? Looks like he's doing some one-on-one.
He's still on schedule. There's no timetable, and he's going to come back when he's 100% full and doctor clears him, and there's no timetable set.